Spinoza doesn't agree with Descartes' mind-body dualism. He rejects the idea that the mind and the body are two different, distinct kind of things that happen to interact some way. Spinoza believes in substance monism, which basically means that there's only one substance that he calls God or nature. You can call it anything, but that's the only thing that exists in this world. And everything else, like you, me, bodies, minds, everything, all objects, they are a modification. He calls them a mode, which is essentially an expression of this substance. He says that humans grasp or experience this reality through mind and body, but mind and body don't causally interact. He's saying that the mind has no effect on the body and the body doesn't have any effect on the mind. They're just two different ways, two different senses to comprehend the same reality. So mental events don't cause physical events and vice versa. But for every mental event, there's a corresponding physical event. For everything that happens mentally or you make sense of it mentally, you also make sense of it physically. And vice versa. When something happens physically, you make sense of it physically and correspondingly mentally. Which is where I sort of disagree. I love Spinoza. He's amazing, and I don't agree with dualism. And he is who I found really interesting in the beginning when I was starting to understand the idea of monism. But I do think there is a causal relationship of the mind and body. I don't think they are just parallel. And it pushes me into a different kind of monism, which is, mind-only monism or idealism, where the whole idea is that there's nothing but the mind. The body is just a way the mind consciously presents itself. Now, this is where the Upanishads, Vedanta, and Advaita Vedanta, they all come in, because that's the main idea in there, that there's only one thing that's your soul, your Brahma, yourself, your one, your consciousness. And everything else that you see separate from yourself, whether it be objects or events or anything that appears to you, is just a delusion. They famously call it Maya, which translates to delusion. So this substance, this one substance that I think exists, is not a physical substance, but consciousness itself. God isn't something that's outside of you. God is in you. God is experiencing the world through you. What you experience in the world, the reality that we see, is directly caused by the mental states that you're in. Basically, your consciousness manifests itself. So ultimately, yeah, only you exist, and everything that's happening is a manifestation of your conscious self.